Hey, what is up, guys, and welcome back to Giants franchise as we get ready for Cowboys week, taking on the Cowboys at AT&T. But first, I'm going to let Scott Hansen recap you guys on last week in the league. Take it away, Scott.
The new season starts now. I'm Scott Hansen, and you are tuned in to the brand new EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 1. Plenty to get to. Let's start in Landover. The Commanders at home to take on the New York Giants. And it's the Washington defense that comes up with the big play here. From there, it's off to Atlanta. Let's look in on the Falcons as they play host to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And it's last year's leading rusher among rookies, Bucky Irving. He's going to find a crease and take it 13 yards to the end zone. The Buccaneers come away with the victory on the road in the season opener. Lastly, we go to Indianapolis. It's the Colts taking on the Miami Dolphins. And it's Tua. He had a nose for the end zone in this one. Here's one of his 3 rushing touchdowns in the ballgame.
3 rushing touchdowns for Tua? What?
Move to 1-0. They get the victory in the season opener. Until next week, Scott Hansen, good night from Orlando.
And there you have it. From Scott Hansen, weekly recap. That's going to be probably how we start most of the episodes. But nonetheless here, we got the Cowboys this week. There's not much to do. We coming off a loss. We got to get back into this, get a win this week, and get this season going. On the road again, and here we go. Heading to AT&T. It's Cowboys week, man. Let's go. In Arlington, Texas. And it's a big game for us. We need to get on track. We played pretty good last week, just didn't play good enough to get a win. And the Cowboys faithful are fired up. And out they come. And there's the Giants. There you see yards gained and yards allowed last week. We outgained the yards we allowed, but it wasn't enough. This is Brian Schottenheimer getting the Cowboys ready. There you see Micah Parsons, who's currently holding out in real life. Jake Ferguson, who got a contract extension. And here we go. It's game time. And we're going to get the ball to start. As Brandon Aubrey runs up and boots it away. We're underway in week 2. Smith Marset is going to return it to the right. And that's where we'll start on the 24 as out comes Russell Wilson. Had a decent week 1. There you see his stats last season. 16 touchdowns, 2,400 yards. And it's go time. Here in week 2, we got to get our run game going a little bit more. Russell Wilson will start under center. We're going to hand to Tracy up the middle. Tyrone Tracy with a burst and a first to the 45. 22 yards on the first play from scrimmage there for Tracy. And a 1st and 10. And again, we're going right back to Tracy up the middle for a gain of 3 this time. 2nd and 7. Had 10 for 61 a week ago. And we're going to need more than that out of him. Let's do this. 2nd and 7 here. Wilson in the gun. Wandale will motion around in the formation. And we're going to play fake to Tracy. We're going to get Russell Wilson on the move, but nowhere to go. Sacked. Ezerike on the sack. 3rd and 23 now. Russell Wilson in the gun. Takes the snap. Hit as he throws. Looking for neighbors. Micah Parsons got there, and we got a punt. There we go. Jamie Gillen on the Scottish Hammer. Boots it away. Not a great punt. And fielded and big hit. And we'll see the Cowboy offense and Dak Prescott head out for the first time today. And he's had pretty good career to this point for a 4th round pick especially. And a guy we need to stop is CeeDee Lamb today. And here we go. Why did the audio just cut? The stadium audio is cut. Snap to Prescott. Throwing left. Tackle made. And we're back. All right, that was weird. 2nd and 2. And more than likely, Brian Schottenheimer is going to be calling plays for the Cowboys this year as their head coach. He's going to throw a backwards pass. Nice tackle in the open field. Javonte Williams was the recipient. Nowhere to go there. And a bunch set to the right. We're actually going to run cover 2 on this. 3rd and 5. Snap. Looking to throw. And left. User pick. Run it all the way. Easy reads. Micah McFadden. And we'll take over 1st and 10 on the 41. What a play by Micah McFadden. It'll be 1st and 10, our first turnover of the year. And we're going to hand to Tracy up the middle, and he'll get 2. 2nd and 8. All right. I kind of want to see some Cam Scatabo here. I'm going to put Neighbors on the drag. Tracy's going to motion out. Snap to Russell Wilson underneath for Neighbors, who had a huge week 1, and that's a catch and a 1st down from the reliable Malik Neighbors. 1st and 10 here as Cam Scatabo checks into the backfield. I'm just going to get the carry up the middle and lose a yard. Deron Bland is injured for the Cowboys, a guy who missed time last year with an injury. And here we go. Russell Wilson in the gun. We're going back to Scatabo, and he gets popped. Gets 2. 3rd and 9. All right. 3rd and 9 here. Wilson in the gun. Takes the snap. Looking to throw. And incomplete. I didn't see anything. 4th and 9. In plus territory, we're going to go. I'm going to put Neighbors on a comeback route over there. And back to throw. Left for Neighbors. Makes an acrobatic catch and goes down. 1st down, Malik Neighbors. Great catch there. And I don't know why it switched my depth chart around, but Neighbors isn't the slot receiver for some reason anymore. We're going to throw for Darius Slayton, who has a catch. Spinning Slayton inside the 10 down to the 5. 1st and goal, Giants. Darius Slayton there with a beautiful route. And 1st and goal. And we're going to motion Neighbors across. Run middle. Scatabo plowing ahead, looking for his 1st career touchdown. Not going to get it there. 2nd and goal. And Theo Johnson in motion. Snap. Wilson. Nice block. Scatabo looking for the end zone. And he's a yard short. 3rd and goal now. There we go. 3rd and goal. Russell Wilson in the gun. Scatabo the back. And again, we're going to Scatabo. Makes the guy miss, but he's hitting the backfield. 4th and goal on the 2. And we're going to go here. Do this. Snap out left for Neighbors. Touchdown, Malik Neighbors. Got his feet down. And we're on the board first. It's a Malik Neighbors touchdown. I think his 3rd of the year already. And he's been tremendous in the first 2 weeks. Kind of reminiscent of that catch he had last year early on in the year. Beautiful adjustment on that. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Giants. It's Malik Neighbors. And then he throws a salute to the Cowboys faithful. Good ball from Russell Wilson there. The extra point from Gano is good. 7-0. Giants here in Dallas. 11-play, 57-yard drive thanks to the Micah McFadden interception. And we'll kick it away back to the Cowboys as Gano puts a charge into it. Not a great kick. They're going to return it. And Golston makes the tackle at the 29. That's where Prescott and company will take over. 1st and 10, a minute 10 left in the first quarter. And in the eye, it's a play fake, rolling left, throwing left. CeeDee Lamb is there, catch is made, 1st down. CeeDee is going to be a problem for us today. We got to be able to cover him. I like this so we can kind of bracket him with the man. Looking to throw, and right, catch is made by Jalen Tolbert. 1st down, Cowboys. It's a nice throw by Prescott. And 1st and 10 here. Play fake to Williams. Right, catch is made, tackles made. 2nd and 5, probably the last play of the first quarter here. as Prescott's in the pistol, and it will be the last play of the first quarter. 7-0, we lead. Cowboys are driving, though. As here we go. 2nd and 5 in Dallas to start the second quarter. Where am I? There we go. And we need pass rush. Looking to throw. Middle. Micah McFadden run it again. Baited him into the throw. Run, Micah. Micah McFadden with room. Down the sideline. Pickens chasing him down. Prescott makes the tackle. McFadden with 2 picks here in the first half. Not quarter anymore. And it's a 1st and 10 for the Giants. What a play there by Micah McFadden. And we're going to hand it to Scatabo up the middle, bouncing around, gets 3, 2nd and 7. All right, 2nd and 7, Tyrone Tracy into the game. And we're going to give it to Tracy up the middle for 1, 3rd and 6. All right. 3rd and 6, Wilson in the gun. Takes the snap. Oh, Neighbors made him fall. Wilson airmails it. 4th and 6, and we got to run Graham Gano out. Not terrible, though. It's basically free points at this point. Snap, hold, kick. Gano is right down the middle. 10-0 Giants. We extend our lead, and we'll take it. It's a good start to this game as Gano will run up and boot it away. And not really getting much leg into these. Tackled, and it'll be 1st and 10 on the 27 for the Cowboys. I don't necessarily want to run a gauge 8. Let's do this. Under center, snap, counter run to the left, and that was beautifully blocked. Tackle is made by Drew Phillips, saves a touchdown, but it's a 1st and 10 Cowboys. 1st and 10. Needs to be on the other side. And pitch to the left. Micah McFadden's all over it. He's having a huge first half here. Another great play by McFadden. 2nd and 16. Prescott in the gun. And takes the snap. Going right. Catch is made. I don't know who that is, actually. But 3rd and 11. Need to stop. In the gun is Prescott. And looking to throw. Taking a shot left for Pickens. Incomplete. Batted away by Drew Phillips, and they got a punt. Good job by the defense there. Holding steady. Punt team out. Brian Anger on. Smith Marset back to return. And here's the punt from Anger. Sideline punt. And we're going to start 1st and 10 on the 13. Out comes Russell Wilson in the offense. Here we go. 1st and 10. Wilson under center. Neighbors in motion. And we're going to hand it right. Neighbors absolutely web. Micah Parsons is now injured for the Cowboys. 2nd and 10 here. Russell Wilson in the gun. Takes the snap. Hit as he throws. 3rd and 10. Maybe saved an interception, honestly, so not all bad, but 3rd and 10, Wilson in the gun. Takes the snap. Good blitz pickup there. He's going to give Theo Johnson a shot. Incomplete. Bell on the coverage, and we got a punt. 3 and out. Jamie Gillen on. And he's going to punt it away back to the Cowboys. Not a tremendous punt. And it's fair caught. 1st and 10, Cowboys on the 49. And here we go. 1st and 10, snap, run up the middle, and he's going to bounce it left. Nice tackle. It's Javon Holland. We haven't really heard his name much in this first half, but a nice play there nonetheless. 2nd and 6 now. Prescott under center, takes the snap. It's a run up the middle, well blocked. Tackle is made by Holland again. 1st down Cowboys. And they're starting to get it going here. And here we go. Snap, looks to throw. And he's going to go down. Abdul Carter with the sack, the rookie out of Penn State. The 1st round pick. Great play. 2nd and 16 now. Beautifully done there by Carter. Now in the eye is Prescott. Takes the snap. Throw right. Lamb drops it. 3rd and 17. And here we go. 3rd and 17. In the gun is Prescott. Looking to throw. And checking it down, make a tackle. Beautifully done. 4th and 11. They'll run Aubrey out. More than likely he makes this. It's Brandon Aubrey. He's pretty good at football. So, here we go. Snap, hold, kick from Aubrey is right down the middle. 10-3. Cowboys are on the board, but the defense holds. And we'll get the ball back. It's Megadeth plays on the stadium PA. Here's the kick. Smith-Marsette's going to return it from the 5. Bringing it left. Smith-Marsette to the 30. And that's where we'll start 1st and 10. All right. 1st and 10 here. And Wilson is going to hand to Tracy. Up the middle, bouncing around and gets 4. 2nd and 6. Pretty good run there by Tracy. 2-minute warning here in Dallas. We lead 10-3 with the ball. Both teams looking for their first win this year. There we go. 2nd and 6. Wilson with Tracy. And he's going to take the snap. Throw in middle for Neighbors. Spinning. 1st down grab. Malik Neighbors. His 3rd catch of the day. In the hurry up. Here we go. Back to throw is Wilson. Middle again. It's Neighbors again. And a 1st down again to Malik Neighbors. We're going to huddle now. 1st and 10. Wilson in the gun. Takes the snap. Throwing left for Theo Johnson, who makes the grab. Not much to do after the catch, so. 2nd and 7. Or 2nd and 8, rather. And Slayton in motion. Looking to throw. Underneath, it's Theo Johnson. 1st down, Theo Johnson. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Let's do this. And looking to throw is Wilson here. Hit as he throws, incomplete. 2nd and 10 now. All right. 2nd and 10. Bunch set to the right. And we're going to throw it quickly for Jalen Hyatt. Makes the catch. He's out of bounds. 1st down, Giants. Jalen Hyatt with the catch. Let's do this. 1st and 10. And snap, play fake to Tracy. And hit as he throws. Just threw it at the feet of Tracy. Micah is coming. 2nd and 10 now. And Neighbors in motion. Yeah. Looking to throw out left for Neighbors, who makes the catch. Gain of 8, timeout. Russell Wilson's been pretty effective here in this 1st half. Let's do this. And snap, looking to throw underneath for Tyrone Tracy, who makes the catch. He was a receiver in college, and you're seeing that ability right there. Timeout. Nice throw and catch there. 1st and goal. And Neighbors is, we're going to motion Neighbors in here. And back to throw. End zone, Neighbors, catch is made. Touchdown, Malik Neighbors, his 2nd of the day. Great throw, great catch. Neighbors in for his 2nd score. Maybe his 3rd or 4th of the season. The extra point from Graham Gano is good. 17-3. Giants lead the Cowboys. Great drive before the half there. Here we go. We're in business early here. This Gano will run up and boot it away. And it's going to be returned by not Cavante Turpin. Tackle is made at the 31. That's where Prescott and company will start 1st and 10. In an empty set. I don't necessarily love our play call here. And looking to throw underneath. Tackle is made. Pickens on the catch. Timeout, Dallas. Here we go. In the gun here. And looking to throw left. Catches made by Williams. Tackles made by Newbin. Timeout Dallas. We're living with that. I mean, they need a chunk on this play to have a shot to score here. Prescott in the gun. Takes the snap. He's going to check it down. We're going to live with that. Timeout Dallas. Now they have to throw the sidelines. And I'm fine with that. Snap. I didn't mean to click on up here. Dexter Lawrence moved the pile. Tackles made in bounds. That's going to end the first half, or should. And that will end the first half. We lead 17-3, and we'll take it to halftime here. Great first half for us. We lead the Cowboys 17-3, and we'll let Scott Hansen take it away for a halftime report here.
Week of the NFL season. Lots to get to, so let's get after it. Our tour around the NFL starts now at legendary Lambeau Field. It's the Packers at home to take on the Commanders. And it's the veteran, Austin Eckler. Spots an opening, capitalizes on it, 15 yards for the touchdown. The Commanders get a second straight win to start the year as they get the tough road victory. Next up, we go to the Steel City. We'll check in on the Steelers as they play host to the Seattle Seahawks. And it's a man who made the move across state this past offseason, Kenneth Gainwell. Lastly, let's get down to Miami, the Dolphins hosting the New England Patriots. And it's Kayshon Boutte. He'll take it all the way to the end zone. What a play for the score. The Dolphins do, however, find themselves trailing at the half.
And there you have it. Packers lose to the Commanders, who we lost to. The Commanders now 2-0. All right. And yeah, we got to get it going here in our game. 17-3. We're winning though. Russell Wilson, we threw the ball 19 times in the first half. Tyrone Tracy with a pretty efficient first half. Neighbors with a huge first half. We've been great on defense, which, like we said before the season started, we got to be great on defense if we want to win football games this year. Gano's going to run up and boot it away. And here we go in the second half as Alfred Blue is going to return it. Or Jaden Blue. Alfred Blue. Who remembers Alfred Blue in this chat? Probably no one, honestly. Alfred Blue running back for the Texans for a while. Way back in the day. It's Jaden Blue, though, who was returning it. Here we go. I'm going with CD. Pickens on the catch, gain of 4. It's a nice catch on the sideline, but we're living with that. The thing with Pickens is you don't want to give out the big play. We'll live with catches like that on the sideline. Snap to Prescott. He's going to roll right, throw middle, user pick. It's my third one of the game. This time it's Bobby Okereke. Prescott's handing out freebies. And we'll take over 1st and 10 on the 38. Bobby Okereke with the pick, his first of the season. Let's go. Bobby Okereke, great play, read it all the way. Little crossing route to Jake Ferguson, who the Cowboys paid pretty big money to this offseason. And we said no way, as Russell Wilson's just got to check it down to Slayton for a gain of 1. 2nd and 9. Here we go. Wilson in the gun. Neighbors in motion across the formation. And we're going to hand to Tracy, who gets hit in the hole, gain of 1. Kenneth Murray on the stop. And 3rd and 8 in the gun here. And Wilson looking to throw. Didn't really love the options. Makes the guy miss. Throws it late. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack. And we got to try a long field goal. Graham Gano on here. And snap, hold, kick from Gano. He pulled it left. It's going to be no good. And the Cowboys will take over. 1st and 10 on the 43. So the interception doesn't end up mattering. 1st and 10 Cowboys on the 43. Prescott looking to throw. Right side. Catches made by Pickens. 2nd and 1. All right. 2nd and 1 here. Prescott in under center. He's going to roll right, throw right, over the head of Ferguson. 3rd and 1 now. Here we go. 3rd and 1. And under center is Prescott. Takes the snap. Run up the middle. And, oh no. Javonte Williams into the open field. House call Dallas. And that's their first score of the game. Javonte with a great run. Touchdown Cowboys. All right. Here we go. We got to get our offense going again. It's kind of cooled off. We had a great drive before the half, but other than that, we really haven't done much offensively. It's a 17-10 Cowboys trail, but the momentum feels like it's flipping right now. We got to put a good drive together here. Got to get our run game going. And here's the kick from Aubrey. Scadabo's going to return it. And Scadabo's got room out to the 31. That's where we'll start. 1st and 10. All right. Let's do this. 1st and 10. And snap. Run up the middle to Tracy. Nothing there. 2nd and 11 now. They're all over it. All right. 2nd and 11. Wilson back to throw. He's going to check it down for Scadabo. Terrible throw. Gets him crushed. And 3rd and 11. Wilson in the gun. And looking to throw out left. Picked off. That's going to be a pick 6. He was looking for Neighbors. Deron Bland read it. Touchdown Cowboys. And we're going to be tied up. Good play by Deron Bland there. What do you do? Just a good defensive play by Bland. And the extra point is good. 17 all here in Dallas. Cowboys storm back to tie it. What are you going to do? As Aubrey boots it away. And Scadabo's going to return it again. To the left. Scadabo to the 31. And that's where we'll start. 1st and 10. And here we go. Scadabo the back. We're going to give it to him up the middle. Scadabo with a big hole, stiff arming, and a 1st down run for Cam Scadabo to the 45. Nice run there. We need to get this run game going. That's a good start. And again, we're going to Scadabo, and they're all over it this time. Loss of 2, 2nd and 12. All right, let's get Tracy back in. Scadabo in motion. We're going to look to throw. Middle for Johnson. Makes the catch. Still going. 1st down, Theo Johnson to the 43. And here we go. Russell Wilson under center. Takes the snap. Play fake. Wilson's got to get on the move and throw it for Neighbors, who's open. Has a catch. 1st down, Malik Neighbors to the 22. Moving the chains. 1st and 10. And Neighbors has proved to be unstoppable at times this season, even though it's only the 2nd game of the year. Unbelievable talent for us. And we're going to toss it out left to Tracy, who has room. Tracy, sideline, spinning out at the 5. 1st and goal now. Tyrone Tracy with a great run. And here we go. We're going to go left with this. And snap. Wilson handing left. Tracy nowhere to go. 2nd and goal now. There's just nothing there. All right. 2nd and goal. Wilson in the pistol. Takes the snap. Hands out the middle. Scadabo loses 2. There is nothing. 3rd and goal. All right. Let's try this. 3rd and goal here. And Wilson in the gun. Slayton in motion. Snap, looking to throw. Out for Slayton, who makes the catch. No, he dropped it. He would have had a touchdown had he caught it. We got to try the field goal with Graham Gano here. Snap, hold, kick is blocked. It's blocked by the Cowboys. Bell has it. 1st and 10 Cowboys on the 13. And here we go. 1st and 10 Cowboys on the 13-yard line. And under center is Prescott. Takes a snap. He's going to run. Oh, play fake. Throwing left, Schoonmaker, gain of 9, 2nd and 1. It's a nice play. Fake got me. Can't even lie. 2nd and 1 now. Prescott under center. Takes the snap. Counter run to the left, and nobody's there. Tackles made by Drew Phillips. Javante's had a huge day as we close in on the end of the 3rd quarter here. Snap. Play fake for Prescott. Right side. Incomplete. Broken up by Micah McFadden, who's had a huge day. 2nd and 10. And we need to stop right here. Prescott in the gun. Looking to throw right. Ferguson is wide open. Tackled. 1st and 10. That'll be the last play of the 3rd quarter, more than likely. And it will be as we head to the 4th. We're tied at 17. And we need to pull this one out. There we go. 1st and 10. And Prescott under center takes the snap. Running left. Brian Burns blows it up with the TFL. 2nd and 13 now. Great play by Brian Burns there. And Prescott in the gun. Throwing middle. Incomplete. Great timing. Who is that? Paulson Adebo. Nice play by Adebo. And here we go. Quads right. Looking to throw. Middle. Incomplete. Nice play by Akarike. And 4th down here for the Cowboys. They're going to have to punt. We're good. We're good. Brian Anger on. Smith Marset back to return. Here's the punt. And we're just going to have to fair catch it at the 21. That's where we'll start. 1st and 10 here. Wilson heading back out. We got to get something going here. As Wandale Robinson's going to motion snap. We're going to hand it to him, and he's going to lose 3. And Deron Bland is injured again. Trying to get creative there. There's just not much to be had. 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. Wilson on the move. And just throws it away. 3rd and 13. Oh my. Here we go. 3rd and 13 now. Wilson in the gun. We're going to try to get it. Neighbors across the middle. Looking to throw. Blitz coming. And he got bumped off line. 3 and out. We got a punt back to the Cowboys. Nothing there. Jamie Gillen on. Punts it away towards the sideline. Not a great punt. It's going to bounce. And no one's over here. Big hit, though. 1st and 10, though. Cowboys on the 21. All right. First and 10. Looking to throw as Prescott. Rolling. Pressure didn't get there. He slides. 2nd and 4. All right. 2nd and 4. And in the gun is Prescott. It's a screen. It's a screen. Tackle is made, but not before they have it. 1st and goal at the 4. We need to stop. Prescott under center. Snap. Run. Middle. Abdul Carter's there with help from Johnson. Who's Johnson? I can't think of who Johnson is right now. Here we go. Snap. And throwing middle, touchdown CeeDee Lamb. And the Cowboys take the lead. CeeDee Lamb got open, got into the end zone, and does a somersault for fun. It's going to be 24-17 Cowboys. Extra point is good. And another good drive by the Cowboys there. Well, not really a good drive. They just scored. And Brian Burns got hurt. I didn't see him get hurt, but here's the kick from Aubrey. And Smith Marset's going to return it to the left. Smith Marset up to the 29. That's where we'll start. 1st and 10. All right. 1st and 10. Scatabo is the back. And we're going to give it to him here on first down. Makes a guy miss. Scatabo gets 7. 2nd and 3. It's a good run for Cam Scatabo there. And a 2nd and 3. And snap to Wilson. Tracy up the middle. He'll get a couple. And Deron Bland is hurt again. 3rd and 2. Wilson under center. Takes the snap. Tracy pushes ahead, has a first down run. It's a great run by Tyrone Tracy. That was all effort. 1st and 10 here. And Wandale in motion. Snap, run to the right. Tracy with a burst to the outside and has 5. 2nd and 5. Trying to establish that run game right now. Here we go. To Tracy again up the middle. 3rd and 3. Definitely 4 down territory here. Scatabo checks in. Wandale in motion. And we're going to hand it to Scatabo. It gets blown up. Trayvon Diggs is now injured. We're not punting. And here we go. If we can get one-on-one out there, I like that matchup. Snap, looking to throw. It is one-on-one, but not there. And incomplete. Nice coverage. Turnover on downs, and we need to stop from the defense here. In the eye is Prescott. Snap, run up the middle. Tackle is made, I think, by Carter. I couldn't really tell. We're going to use our first timeout. It was Abdul Carter. And now 2nd down, Cowboys. Prescott in the gun. And he's going to look to throw. Middle, user pick, the 4th one of the game. It's Bobby Akarike. Baited him. The master bait. Well, oh, you know. The master bait. Yeah. Here we go. Looking to throw. Throwing late for Scatabo. There's just not a good ball. All right. 2nd and 10 now. Wilson in the gun. Takes the snap. Middle, Theo Johnson's wide open. Has a catch. First down. Johnson 1st and 10 to the 33. Good throw by Wilson. And here we go. Johnson in motion. We're going to hand it to Scatabo up the middle. Gain of 1. 2-minute warning here in Dallas. And here we go. We gotta score here. 2nd and 9. Wilson in the gun. Slayton in motion. Snap to Wilson. Looking to throw. Middle for Slayton. Catch is made. Gain of 3. 3rd and 6. And here we go. Looking to throw. Wilson's going to step up and get sacked. 4th and 8. We got to go here. Clock is moving. 4th and 8. And back to throw. Out of the reach of Neighbors, who was open. Turnover on downs. 1st and 10 Cowboys. And that pretty much is going to be the game unless we can get lucky here. Prescott under center. Lamb in motion. They're going to fake it to him. Run up the middle. Timeout, timeout, timeout. Instant timeout called. 2nd and 11. In the gun is Prescott. And it's a draw. Kayvon Thibodeau. We haven't said his name much this year. Is all over it, though. 3rd and 14. They're going to take a knee. Snap down to a knee, and they're going to punt it with, like, what, 10 seconds left? Or, yeah, roughly. Anger on. We got to try to block this. That's the only shot we got. Snap. Punt gets away. Smith Marsette's going to return it, and 8 seconds left on the 32. We got time for, like, one play. Wilson in the gun. Looking to throw. He's going to just heave it up as far as he can. It's caught by Theo Johnson, but it's short of the end zone. That's going to be the game. Cowboys win 24-17. We fall to 0-2 on the season. Man, we were right there. Just couldn't win. Couldn't get the job done. Cowboys win. Man, it was a good game, but we just couldn't get the job done. Led 17-3 at one point, and then went scoreless in the second half. And Theo Johnson with an upgrade point. I feel like he had a few catches in that one. Like, played pretty good game. We're going to do vertical threat with him. And tight ends always get a lot of upgrades, but that's a nice one there. Some route running upgrades are always nice. Only 24 years old. We're working on progressing him. And that's the thing about this team. There's a lot of young talent, I think, to progress here. So, passing-wise, Prescott threw 4 picks. I mean, that's a game we just got to win. Defense really did a good job against the pass anyway. Giants, Russell Wilson threw for 243, 2 touchdowns and a pick. Not phenomenal. Tyrone Tracy ran the ball pretty effectively. Scatabo did not. Receiving-wise, Theo Johnson was our leading receiver at 5 for 108. Neighbors 8 for 87 and 2 touchdowns, and then kind of spread it around to the other guys. Defensively, 7 tackles for Debo, a sack for Abdul Carter, and 2 picks for McFadden, 2 for Bobby Okereke. I mean, I don't know. Should we? And Deron Bland's out for the season, I just saw on the right side. We just didn't execute good enough. That's what it comes down to. And that's why we lost the game. But we do level up to level 4. That's a positive. And, I mean, we only allowed 121 passing yards. And we have 19 players. And the press wants to talk about our losing streak. We got Sunday night prime time here in week 3. That's electric.
Words alone can't stop a losing streak.
All right. We know the team is in the middle of a rebuild, but 2 losses to start the season. When are you expecting this team to turn this around? It starts now. It's got to start now. We got to win this week against the Chiefs. Okay. They set me up for that one. But it's okay. We need to win this week. And we're going to auto-upgrade all these guys. We got to win this week, but that'll be next episode. Right now, we're going to look at who we can negotiate with. Micah McFadden's definitely a guy I would like to have back for like 5 years if we can. And he's back long term. Micah McFadden returns. Nice guy to lock up for us. A lot of these other guys I'm not overly worried about. Jermaine Illuminor, we could find a replacement. Russell Wilson, we're kind of going to just wait and see on. And then Deontay Banks has a team option. Because right now I'm not sold on Russell Wilson being a quarterback. Even, like right now, it's kind of getting to week because we aren't winning. And we need production. Malik Neighbors is the second leading receiver in the league, though. And Okereke and McFadden leading the league in sacks. I mean, there's the positives. We've been close twice. We just got to finish games now. But we'll fix that in next episode. I want to say thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, as always, it's been the Captain. And peace.